Alright, good evening everyone, welcome to the channel. Or channels. Tonight we're in Pillars of Eternity Deadfire. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Making our way around the Deadfire archipelago at the moment. And I realised I got the wrong screen up. Anyway, we'll go back into chat, into stream. Well, quite possibly. Hello Kaida, how are you? Yeah. Hitting a load screen. I actually had someone in chat the other day when I was complaining about the incessant load times in this game, that it was called Pillars of Eternity for a reason. Well, possibly. Anyway, so what we did, once we get the map up, I can show you. It's a lot easier than I can explain things. I mean, I'm waving my hands at the screen, but you can't see me. Well, you can see me doing that, but it doesn't make a lot of difference. Anyway, so I'm gonna go. We got a lot of known locations. All right, world map. So we've been. Let's turn these things off. Okay, so we've been clearing the map. What I want to do today is carry on clearing the map, but I think we'll go back to Cathartic first. So we'll go straight north from here, and we should hit Dunwich. Yes, we should hit Dunwich. We'll hit Dunwich, which will count as another location to land at, and then go back east to Cathartic, hand in a couple of the bounties, and then continues clearing the map. We're going to also pick up, the other thing I want to pick up is another ship. So we've got the coin for it, we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to keep leaving the main quest alone. The DLC we'll leave alone. There was another DLC. I haven't quite started up. Okay, so painted masks, we're going to go Orikoiki. We're got to go back to Queen's Birth to get some coin for having done that. Got to go back to Cathartic to hand that in. That's basically ongoing. Deadfire, we got to go back and report in on that. Terms of trade, got to go hand that in. We've got bounties open, which I'm kind of avoiding right now. And we're going to go to Dunwich for that one. There's a bounty. We're going to do the... we don't want to go Ukaizo just yet. We'd also had this pop up for the Shadow and Cathartic. I've got to follow that up. So there's a whole bunch due back in Cathartic at the moment, and down here on tasks, we've got bounties, and we're not interested in chasing bounties right now. What I am interested in is finishing these areas as quick as possible. The ship's too small, really, to take on much. This is the beginning ship. I mean, I've held off leveling up a ship or buying a new ship. I probably should have. Right, Dunwich. I probably should have at some point. Yeah, so I did learn last week that these reds and whites are probably a little above my level. Just a touch. Not massively beyond reach. I mean, if I'd really struggled, I probably could have got away with it. Ooh, okay. Because I hadn't saved that. I mean, there is no requirement to open the map in its entirety. But Right.
That can't be who I think it is.
Did you catch the new play by the Peg-Leg performers yet? It's awful.
The Green Menace? That I did. Made me
Send
want
me
to
for
poke
a
out
butter
my
slice of
eyes.
hardtack. It's you, ain't it? Angry by the thumbs. At your service, he says. I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name.
Bounties,
Ships
yes.
need a quick scuttling. And I'm in the market for a scuttler. You read me like a book, you do. Then let's talk business, eh? You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first, one of Rowatai's finest, eh? I don't ask my client what he did or what scale his death balance is. Safer to keep questions in the hold. Of course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms a Voyager early muster in the waters north of Nakataka and south of Sayuka.
I know where that is. Hello, Chauncey. You're a piggy. Now, I did have a piggy following me in the first game.
Ain't no cruel eye of me. What good's a pirate who can't see? Forget navigating by the stars or shooting a pistol. I can't even swing a sword accurately now. Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you? Is this what my life boils down to? A moment of entertainment for others?
Well, I'm not going to be entertained.
I was a bosun not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see? Didn't lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more than a foot away. Makes me right useless on a crew now, don't it? No one'll have me for work. Andra's blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
Right.
Fair day, traveler. Anything I can do for you, just say the word. Lady adventurer at your humble service. I was born in a deer and raised in the field, and there's nary a crevice of this archipelago I haven't seen. I split my time between a deer and the living lands, though I've spent much time in the Deadfire of late. And my goodness, if you think the Deadfire's wild, I must say, it's no more thrilling than a Lady of Luxury's afternoon luncheon in comparison to the glorious madness of the living lands. Being a cipher's come in quite handy, I'll tell you that. Oh, dear me, yes. Can't seem to avoid it. Not a lick of it's my fault, of course. It's the university. Always sending me to the most dangerous corners of Aora, the skimps. If I didn't know better, I might say they were trying to kill me. There's not other way to rid themselves of a tenured professor, after all. Oh, aye. Some you wouldn't right believe. Like the time I lost part of my ear here, see? Lost an entire research team along with the ear. Rather a long day, that was. My colleagues have implied I might be cursed, but I can't say I much agree. It's just the nature of the work, you understand. I mean, goodness, if you want a lady to find you the rarest plants, you gotta send her to the most remote places. On my last expedition, my colleague Inez got herself lost looking for what was essentially a big prickly weed. No medicinal use at all. I found her, though, mostly intact even. A blessing from the living lands, I call it, aye. But I do go on, don't I?
3,000 coin?
With pleasure. Teaching is my specialty, after all.
No.
That's your prerogative.
I mean, good work being a teacher, a good work for me leveling everyone up.
A cozy traveler. Care to hear a tale? Well, I was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to the Valen Republics when I came of age. I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the Republics. I had many successful years as a merchant, and then I made a mistake.
Dun dun dun.
I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings, but they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonicetta. I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled from the Republics. I would like to make amends to Bonicetta personally, but it seems a distant possibility. Ah, well, I learned my lesson. I won't be played for a fool again. It is good to blend in. All the better to observe the business of those around you.
I reckon he's a stealth instructor.
Ark, you listen to my tale. As you say, you should want for me, I will be here.
Alright, let's check supply. I can't get a new ship. Not here, noob. Worth it, I think. Alright, what's that? Oh. I'll take more water. Take more hardtack. Take a lot more rice. Now, these two things, the captain's quarters and the menagerie, I think there's a trophy related to give me a sec. Yes. We're gonna have cancel. Sure. Well, actually, what we do is remove all 44 like this, and then we come down here. And move them back. Like that. Then we're going to go to our stash. Hello, Zorro. Alright, do I have a bunch of weapons I can hand off? Exceptional. I did turn down a lot of... Yeah, I got a lot of exceptional weapons now, don't I? Actually, I'll hang on to those Inquisition shields. Now I do have high quality arquebuses up there, which I don't need. A fine club, I'm not using clubs. Fine hatchets I can get rid of. Fine maces I can get rid of. Fine scepter. Fine sword. Okay, fine crossbow. And we have the exceptional territory. Alright, that's not too bad. Oh, I could sell these, couldn't I? Put it down that in for. How did she end up with all that stuff? Anyway. Alright, so we're in Lifter's Refuge. Ooh. Sure, why not? We're gonna go meet the guy. Don't know where we're gonna meet him. Oh, yes.
Kill him, wait an hour, then pull any gold teeth. Easy as pie.
You're an idiot. Wait a minute, wait an hour. Alive, dead, it makes no difference at all.
I've pulled plenty of gold teeth. I know the right way of it.
Maybe I'll pull your teeth just to prove you wrong.
What do you know? It really does make no difference. You, out.
Is that how everyone handles disagreements around here?
Of course.
If you're enjoying my performance, tips are welcome but not required. Thank you, loyal patron. I work for a handful of pyres per day. How could I find enjoyment in that? I was playing dice and gambled on a sure thing. It turned out not to be such a sure thing, and now Harker owns my arse until I can pay off the debt. Of course, I started off owing him 250, and even though I've paid that twice, now I'm in the hole for 700. The interest rate, this uniform, my food and drinks, they all got added onto my tab at the end of the day. Oh, thank you, patron. I'll be debt-free in no time.
You don't have to be snarky like that.
Hello. May I help you? Need anything? I'm not sure what there is to tell. I'm a man of adventure, mostly. A few. More than I could share in a night, to be sure. There is one that's close to my heart. It led me to my love. I was on an expedition into the backwoods of Seras when I came across an abandoned town. To my great surprise, I found a tremendous hoard of books in the town priest's cottage. The Serans are conservative folk, more so even than the Adherents. They don't have much use for reading that doesn't come from one of the holy texts of the Church of Aethys. And what a selection of books it was. Every subject represented, even some questionable ones. I couldn't help but help myself to them. I took as many as I could carry, and I can carry quite a bit. Read them all cover to cover and learned a lot too. I tired soon of wandering, so I settled in a small town in the Deerwood and became a tutor for a noble family. Fell in love with the governess, naturally, and I stayed. For a while. I felt a stirring in my bones one day. I can't explain it. I just woke up, caught sight of the horizon, and had to go. I left my lady wife right there in our marital bed. I don't know what's waiting for me out here in the Deadfire, but I have hope this will be my biggest adventure yet.
Another trainer.
Well, you listen to my long tale. Have it your way then.
Harker. We do need to talk to Harker at some point. Why is it not working tonight? Wanting to do anything?
Away.
Me.
What do we have here? How can I ease your troubles, friend? I surprise and delight the clientele. My speciality's oils. Full body rub-downs, right? Fit to leave you limber, clear-headed, and free of the stresses of hard living. I got other skills, of course, should you be looking. And all for a measly 200 pyres.
My, aren't you a handsome one? Did you need help with something, my dear? Isn't it obvious? I entertain, of course. It'll cost you 50 pyres, naturally. And don't let the wrinkles fool you. I'm still young at heart, and I've got more experience than most.
Bye.
Well, as long as I don't... All done.
nothing to be heard.
Oh, God have mercy on me. Lost my God's damn soul and stupidity. Andre, save me now. My ship was attacked and boarded by pirate hunters. Didn't know if we'd be able to get away, so I swallowed down my most valuable possession, Ngati's black tear, a gemstone about the size of my fist. Of course now it ain't coming out of either end. Been trying all manner of foul concoctions to no effect on account of my stomach being too strong. Years of sailing the storm-racked seas will do that to you. Started feeling an intense pain 2 days ago. I think I might be dying. I can't even crawl no more. Make me puke. Whatever you're gonna do, just make it happen before this cursed gem kills me. Give me something strong enough to upset even my iron gut. Rosanella's got a stand in the Radiant Court. She's been supplying me with some, experimental concoctions, tweaking them after. Tell her the last one actually came close to working.
Cool. I will do that. Alright. And Harker. We need to talk to Harker.
Haven't seen you around before. Welcome to the King's Coffee. What can I do for you? Figured that out all on your own, did you?
I did.
You're right, though. Inherited an old dhow from my da when he passed. Right piece of shit it was, too. Realised I was bound to make more coin turning her into a tavern than letting her rot in her berth. What do you want? So long as you don't mind pirates, sure.
Lenderith is someone we supposedly really want. We'll have a rest. I think we'll go take the sailor's berth in just a sec, but we're gonna have a look here. Food and drink. No, he doesn't have enough of anything. We'll go to the Radiant Court and have a chat to that stall holder. Who did we have to... We had to talk to someone here in the dunnage. Well, haven't found the person yet.
For what is Aethys, the god of light? Does he hold the sun in the sky?
Yeah, actually. The sun is for Aethys, dead or alive. You got a problem with that?
Kara, he steals the light from others.
You want a bloody nose, fish face. Keep talking.
Andra's gills. There's no hope.
whoop. Didn't mean to take it. I meant to just have a look. Well.
I've noticed you seem to be frequently at odds with others in your order.
Some of my brethren don't understand why I gotta do what I do. But I'm not beholden to them.
I can certainly sympathize.
Fresh fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right here. What can I stock you up with today?
No, not for those prices. Well, I did take... I actually only got 2 lots of it. Hardly worth shopping.
Did you hear? The gilded kestrel was lost at sea.
From Goldfinch Fleet? Impossible with her wealth.
Weren't no one to bribe. The floating hangman got 'em. Now they're bones.
Looking
So
for
you're
work.
the captain the old
I've got
pork's been
coin.
talking about. Aye, you do look like a fearsome sort. Welcome to Dunwich. What are you having? I'll pour you a double. No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can. Ah, I guess the last concoction I made for him didn't do the trick then. Poor bastard. There's one last tincture recipe I know that won't kill him, probably. It's called Andra's Bile, but I don't have all the ingredients in stock. You'll need a rotten hagfish, an unripened palm stone, and a vial of fire kelp extract. Have him mix it all with a half tankard of grog, and well, hope for the best. Check the barrels around Lifter's Refuse for the rotten hagfish. You might be able to find unripened palmstone for sale somewhere in Radiant Court. Parker in the King's Coffin usually keeps some fire kelp extract on hand for special purposes. Be careful when dealing with that one. The goal is to make him vomit, remember? A rotting hagfish produces a special oil once it reaches a certain level of decay. I did tell you the list of ingredients, eh? He'll have stuff dribbling out of both ends for a week. Maybe 2 if he's really unlucky.
I've had medicine like that before. Wasn't dribbling. Right, not enough.
Careful of that one. The Watcher's friends with Benwith.
Don't want to get on either's bad side then, eh?
You carry yourself like a person well acquainted with violence. Care to put your skills to use for a good cause? And some coin?
Why not?
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the Deadfire. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends. But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henqua's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me. So I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do. It's nothing personal. The crew earned their reputation through murder and thievery, and it would make me sick to see them regain an ounce of their power. There's no need to make my concerns your own, my friend. It's family business, that's all. But I suppose you have a right to know. My idiot kid sister was on the Firebrand, seduced to a dishonest life by the promise of adventure. When the pirate hunters killed the crew and sank the ship, they also killed my sister. But those irredeemable lowlifes I sent you after got away without a scrape. I want them to pay. I don't much care how, so long as they take their turn on the wheel. The Firebrand had a mascot, a useless little bastard, who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes. Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few Zarops and constructs, the little buggers convinced to follow him. Bless their simple hearts.
I've run into them.
You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henqua's former first mate and rumored lover. She's a cipher, and a dangerous one at that. Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting and swords held high. She keeps a number of bodyguards on her payroll. You'll be going after Catherine, the Firebrand's resident wizard. Rumor has it, she was once an apprentice to Arkemir before turning pirate. Last I heard, Catherine and her sundry little minions could be found lazing about the sacred stair here in Neketaka at night. No idea where she disappears off to during the day. I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torkar, leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. He's an ogre, with a reputation for cleverness and cruelty both. I've even heard tell it was Torkar who was behind the Firebrand's most successful tactics, not Henqua. Torkar was last seen at Lifte's refuge here in Dunwich, dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own. I trust you won't let that happen.
No, not really.
Happy hunting.
I'm telling you, ask for Erwina in the King's Coffin. She'll make you see stars.
You half-masted soul! She's got to be 90 years old!
Welcome to my emporium. Whatever you need, I sell. What would you like to buy today? I do now. I started out with only one stall and eventually branched out, buying out my competitors one by one.
I'll have.
My old captain was a drinker from the day he was born.
My good sir, hello. Whatever might I do for you? I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am an actor. Stage, tavern, street corner, they are as much my home as where I lay my head at night. So, I travel Aora, looking for opportunities to share my gifts with the grateful masses, wherever that may lead me. Oh, goodness, yes, loads of it. I've been known to joke that I'm less a man than I am a walking bank for all the coin that I carry. The common folk do so love an actor. We bring mystery and excitement to their otherwise dreary lives. Yes,
you could say we're doing the gods' work. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I've thrice been run out of a town for impersonating a foreign dignitary. Damn fools don't understand the blistering wit of my satire, I tell you. I had to learn to protect myself as a result, though I must admit, what martial skills I've got aren't of use for much more than fighting off wolves or throttling a thief with designs on my satchel. Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. I could talk myself out of nearly an... Well, I can. All things being equal. I'd much rather recite a sonnet than swing an axe, but a man's got to make his way in the world any way he can. May luck accompany you on the road, my friend.
Always he was railed. He wound up with a wooden leg, 26 ships, and a bilious fever. Sunrise is a woe, doves.
Andra's gills.
Coming
There's no
horizon.
That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one. A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster. What's wrong? I'll tell you what, everything. My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm. We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers, I just know my play would take off. A better Aethus, for one. I'm the tallest one in our troop. I'm still not very convincing, even when I bother to dye my skin blue. Also, our special stage effects aren't all that special anymore. We had someone for that role, but she got herself into debt and has a new job at the King's Coffin. Only the biggest thing to hit the Deadfire since the Valian Trading Company started hunting us like sea hounds. I'm talking about Aethus storming through the archipelago and capsizing nearly a whole fleet of our ships. Really? Well, that's great. Then we could... Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this? Right. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethus. I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Diana at the King's Coffin. But unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethus. Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
A repeat cap? What can I stock you up with today? Of course I do. But they're no good to eat when they're not right. Will make you sick so long as they're purple, aye. Tell you what, though. I'll still sell you what I got. Just don't eat them till they're brown.
Oh, done that.
Pleasure to... Whatever might I do for you? May luck accompany you on the road, my friend.
Alright, let's have a look. What am I missing journal-wise? I picked up a whole bunch of stuff. Yep, I got rotten hagfish. I got a palm stone. I've got fire kelp. Well, I had fire kelp. Lifter's Refuge. Sorry, it was a quest. Captain Ferrante. He lives in his tower. Right. Yeah, okay, well, I'm supposed to go and see him. Right, got it. So, who am I looking for with this quest? I thought I picked up fire kelp already. Lifter's Refuge.
Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor. Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
Interesting stuff.
I'll take care of it.
I don't guess that wasn't so hard.
I'm here.
Hmm?
Happy to oblige. Dimming the lantern. All right.
How are you fast enough to get this? I think I can.
Happy to oblige. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I don't know that Zodi is necessarily meant for thieving. Good way to make some coin back. Sounds like I'm going to be busy running around Nekataka for a bit as well after this, but we're going to go back and buy a dhow. Definitely, not a dhow. Now, there was someone who left his refuge, and King's Coffin. Okay, Talker, I'll deal with it just a minute. Ah, that bloke.
Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you? What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it is. You really think so? Maybe I do have a mug made for the stage. I sure got the voice for it, eh? Turn me in the right direction, and I'll make me way to the Radiant Court.
Good job.
Stage is this way, ain't it? Stage is this way, ain't it?
Yeah, close enough.
Puny. Too puny to join my crew. Go away. Be gone. Scram. As I said, I seek bodies for a crew. And no, you cannot join. It is kind of you to announce yourself to me, bounty hunter. It will be just as kind of you to die by my hand.
Me. Okay, Marauders and Talker. Oh, maybe he's leveled up a bit too much. I should have probably leveled before we did this. What are you up to? I was going to go with Pillar of Holy Fire. Back it down there. What are you casting? Spirit Shield? No. We don't need that. We want you to go hostile. Busting wounds. You casting investigation of maggots. Yeah, no, that's not bad. What are you doing? You're rushing in? Phil's rushing in? No. Let's cancel that. You can just go there. Or go there and do that. Either way. Did we get a help? We did get help. No, the sharpshooter up top. No, the wolf companion's a bad guy. Where are you? We don't need to revive the fallen just yet. Oh, you've burnt all your big ones.
Something I can do?
Hardly see.
Take all that. No one got any injuries out of that. Okay, King's Coffin. Get the... I'm going to be up at Balefire Beacon before too long. I thought we got fire kill. I do. Do I have grog?
Damn my gut! Just kill me now! Lost my gold star!
Fine, it won't accept it.
What can I do? Sure do. And at a generously discounted price too.
Ah, the extract.
250 pies. Be careful you don't get any of it in your eyes. Burns like a mother. Oh, burns like you wouldn't believe. Wouldn't wish that sting on anybody. Not even my worst enemy. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I would. What do you want?
Welcome back. I'd be happy to go back working for her, except I owe Harker over there a good deal of money. Stupid dice went cold at the wrong time. Until I pay him what I owe, 700 pyres, I'm not going anywhere. Talk it over with Harker. Maybe you'll be feeling generous. A more likely possibility is he'll try and put a knife between your ribs. Assuming he doesn't, or you survive it, you ought to know he hides his money in his private quarters. Would be a shame if someone stole it. My never-ending debt to Harker. You haven't heard the rumours, I take it? Some people say he's the Red King. Aye, I'd heard that too. But some folks say he faked his death to escape the wrath of the Valian Republics. Those same folks say that Harker was the Red King. I wouldn't go on asking him about it, if you know what I mean. Harker's got a nasty reputation, a real violent disposition, and besides, people in this port generally don't like others prying into their past.
Right, well, we'll do this one.
Damn my gut! Lost my gold-starved soul in stupidity! Amadeux, save me now! Oh! Oh, God! He's coming out the other end now! Oh, now, if you'll excuse me, I need a change of bottoms.
And everything else. Right, that one's done. I'm going to save, because I want to be a little bit nasty here. I'm going to take... In fact, we're going to level everybody up. No, wrong button. Alright, going to keep pushing athletics. Actually, keep going mechanics. And diplomacy. Have we got a new power level? We have. Fantastic. Light of pure zeal. Oh, I like that. Sacred Immolation is good. Well, decent. Hmm. Alright, that seems to work okay. Let's go. Eater. Let's level you up, buddy. Keep going mechanics. And give you extra survival. We'll take Unbreakable. That looks really good. Push through that.
Happy to oblige.
Alright, we'll keep working your sleight of hand. Your religion. Alright, we're going to take... Okay, done.
How may I help?
Okay, gotta keep pushing your Arcana skills and your history. Wall of training. We've got wall of many colors already. It's in the grimoire. The wall of draining. Actually, we'll go Killing Bolt. And can I pick up an extra?
You have my attention.
Okay, we're going to pick up your Arcana skills, your Metaphysics. I like this idea of Nature's Bounty. We're a Garden of Life. Alright, everybody's leveled up.
At your service.
Let's save again. Alright, let's
How may I help?
Real quiet now. Happy to oblige.
Hey.
I'll take care of this.
What is that?
I shall.
Alright.
Something I can do?
Dim in the lantern.
Wait for him to turn and go. And do it fast enough. This could be very dangerous. Could be very, very dangerous. That was very dangerous. She has got the highest stealth. We have a potion that could maybe help.
Indeed. Hmm?
Alright, go quick. Nope, not quick enough. Something else I can add? No. It seems like I do want to be... I got XP for cracking the save. Potions, here we go. Thieves Party. Doesn't appear to be anything to boost. The speed, maybe? That will give that a crack. Anything in armor-wise, no boots. They have belts and stuff. What's that got? That's no. Nope. This is the flames. Yeah, I really haven't been looking at what I've been bringing in. Should have been.
Of course. What can I do you for?
Where's this bomb? Not a cinder bomb, I want the percussion bomb. Not an immolator, that'll be rather... Well, time to work out. We'll save. No, we won't. Whoops. That really probably wasn't the smart thing to do. But anyway, it was worth a shot. Entertaining though. Maybe I should have set a trap. Take Harker down with a trap. No, that would still probably be seen as hostile. Maybe. We're waiting a bit of time to try and beat this problem. Let's see. Let's go. Whoop, not that. Let's come down here and... I think I was already looking at my traps, wasn't I? I was. Alright, what sort of traps do we have? Chain, freezing spike.
What do you need?
We wait. Come on, Harker, turn. Turn and burn. What? Yeah.
Dim in the lantern.
Wasted. Worth a shot. Alright, we'll try this again. Got everybody in the party.
Slippery as an eel.
What can I do for you? Infamous to his enemies, famous to his friends. Folks decided to call me the Red King, and I had nothing to do with that. But I didn't tell them to stop neither. See, the Valian republics drove my Dar out of business, and I repaid them in kind by taking their ships and their treasure. A whole lot of it. Got right tired of ship hunters crawling up my arse every time I went out to sea. So I paid off my crew, scuttled this ship here, and went my merry way. In other words, the Red King is dead. And if you ask me any more about it, you will be too. Got to you, did she? The woman can spot a soft-hearted mark from 50 paces. Like a sixth sense or something. Remarkable. Here's the thing, though. It's more profitable for me to keep her under my thumb, so, sweet as your offer is, you can keep the money.
Well, it's his money that I'm paying him back, but hey, whatevs.
Unless there's something else you need, I think we're done here. That's a shrewd observation. Maybe you're not so easy a mark after all. Tierna's free to go.
Hooray! Good job, team. I still want to raid that storage place. Yeah, we'll go to the Radiant Court. We'll get the bounty paid back. We'll get the play paid back. We're going to beat these guys senseless. We're going to then head for the tower. Then head for Nekatako. Buy a ship. Spend a lot of time chasing down the bounties around Nekataka. Then handing things in. We're going to be busy little people. Right.
Well, well. If it isn't Arca's new business partner, that's quite a lot of coin you two exchanged. Don't bother lying. Several of my men saw you at the King's Coffin. Looks like Arca's hiring new muscle and coming out of retirement. And I can't be having that now, can I? Think I'll send him your head, as a reminder to stick to selling grog and flea-infested beds.
Alright. Okay, party people. Let's take the fox down. That was quick. Ooh, instead of Boots of the Stone. Hmm. Oh, on we go.
Kitty, kitty.
What kitty? We already got a kitty.
Thanks muchly for bringing Taerna back to us. Her storm and weather spells will really strike an atmosphere for the play. And now that we've got a real big brute for Aethys, we can put on a proper play. Stick around for the performance. I think you'll be plenty pleased.
Hooray! Do I have to watch? I think I have to watch.
Ladies and gentle pirates, and rapscallions too, you are in for the truest of mental treats. Without further ado, I present the Green Menace. Let us begin with our valiant new blood crews.
Why is she facing the wrong way?
Rudder and Fortune's Folly. Two ships adrift at sea for weeks and weeks on a venture most daring, in search of the uncharted islands.
Woe and torture, months at sea with no treasure to show for it. You sure these uncharted islands exist, Captain? We ain't seen land for days.
Were they easy to find, they'd be called the Chartered Islands, wouldn't they? If you're thinking to mutiny...
Land ho! Land ho! Got a lumpy-looking island coming on the horizon.
That's no island. That be the Green Menace. We're doomed for sure.
Souls and gold and glory, you will give these to me. For I am a god among gods, and a true menace upon the seas. Souls and gold and glory. Blame the dawn stars, for they have summoned me. And now, I must feed.
Will be the end for us, it will. Oh, Andra, take me now.
Cool.
And that's the story. of how Aethus sank a fleet of our best tars. Like the floating hangman, you see the green menace coming, you sail the other way. Thank you. Donations and gratuity are greatly appreciated.
Huzzah.
They love
Excellent
us, do you
first
see?
act.
They gods damned loved us thanks to you.
Yay me. All right, well, that was a good diversion. Don't know if did I break even on that? I think I did. Oh, hang on, back here.
I welcome your return. I'd say it's a shame to have lost
5,000.
such a brilliant mind, but Torkar didn't give you any choice.
No, he didn't.
That's one down. Just 3 left to go. If you're still game.
I am. It's like 20,000 copper just for knocking some people over. I can do that. Right, Balefire Beacon. And then we can be on our way, I think. I don't know that it would have been worth taking out Arca just to be able to go and do all that other stuff. Surely there's... I don't know, do I need to... Nah. Right. Ooh. Okay, so 200 times 9 is just short of 2,000. 1,800 times... Well, it's 1,800. Yoink. Yoink.
Much ado to you, Casita. A word of advice. Guard your back in dunnage. You have not yet carved a name for yourself or your crew. Yet you choose to swim in a sea of sharks. Should one take a bite, the Consuelo will not intervene.
Good.
Elsewise, how might I be of assistance? I met Ferrante decades ago. Many years I sailed as his first mate before building my own humble fleet. When in the Principe, do as the Valians do. Unless, of course, you have no care for tradition or the continued sustainability of our way of life, like some filthy new blood. You have my ear, Casita. Of what do you wish to discuss today? Yes, our Council of Captains. There are 7 seats on the Consuelo, each occupied by a high-ranking captain within the Principe. Seat holders convene to vote on a variety of issues concerning the Principe's well-being. To claim a seat, a captain must have substantial backing and sufficient power, both politically and physically. Ferrante, the last Marcheso, holds the highest-ranking seat because the most ships in our entire fleet have pledged loyalty to his flag.
I take it I'm going to have to take him down at some
As
point,
you
perhaps.
can guess, the Sea Wolf, Aldis, commands the second most numerous fleet of ships. As such, she is the second chair, and I am the third. Perhaps you would like to attend the proceedings when the Consuelo next convenes. You may have noticed a divide between old blood and the new, by which I mean those who descended from or otherwise hold Old Valia in grand esteem, and the varied and often uncouth recruits we have since brought into the fold. I assure you the latter was supremely by necessity, though perhaps I am ill-equipped to throw stones. As a casita of some repute, you will be most welcome in the king's coffin. But you should watch yourself throughout the radiant court.
Good chat. A Principe priest. I don't think I've seen one of those before.
Ah, Watcher. Good, you have arrived. A little seabird informs me that you have dealt with our mutual problem, the scoundrel Benoit. I must admit, I did not expect you to leave him alive, but I think it a shrewd decision. Whatever understanding you've come to, I do believe could prove advantageous for us in the future. Gelarde, for this you have my grandest commendation. That he did. Indeed. Even though you left him alive, I am sure his pride received a long overdue beating. And as promised, I have prepared for you a fine prize.
Cool.
However, there is another matter of which we must now speak. I must confess to you a bit of a problem has arisen, one which speaks to your expertise with the supernatural. We've sighted the floating hangman that haunts the Deadfire. It would seem I have undervalued you, Watcher. I will not mince words, as you undoubtedly know what we're up against. This galleon, what likely remains of the Fonferros, is a frightful legend. We have been losing ships at sea, amico, and not to those Valera ship-hunting bastards. I believe the floating hangman may be our culprit. Fortune favors us, as I have procured a survivor from such a recent sinking. You will consider what she has to say. Come forth, Selenia. Quickly now, or I will run rivers of your lethargic blood.
Good chat.
Well, spit it out, Selenia, and try not to embarrass me before our guest.
Of course, Captain. Hit my head pretty hard near the end, but I spit the tale as best as I can. Go on, gent. I'm ready as I'm like to get me. You aren't quite what I expected, Watcher. You're kinder than most. Saw my old crew slaughtered me, my best mates, and even a few I hated. They weren't but blood and meat in the end. It branded the back of my eyes that moment. High seas, nothing but blue all around. Then, mist so thick you could taste it. Ships sailed from within, out of nowhere. Was a hunt, not for loot, but for bodies. The ship, it looked rotted. The crew, they were all undead. Couldn't stop them from boarding, couldn't kill them, couldn't even fight them in the end. They were dreadful. Some were clothed, like maybe they'd only recently died. Others weren't more than moving bones. One was different. Her presence was overwhelming. Heavy. Flames burned in the place of her eyes. The crew shambled hard to do her bidding, even the ones who seemed hardly aware. Figured she was the captain, me.
There is a flag the floating hangman flies. A flag that once heralded the Fonferros of Old Valia. It belonged to our Darkotsi paladin of some legend, one Lucia Rivan. But Selenia's knowledge is limited in this regard. Let us instead ask her of a subject she may know.
Calling me Craven? Huh, sure, I am. Took a knock-in and I was out for a while. When I came to, they were eating Gonasco, our steward. I dropped a dinghy and rode for it. Don't know why they didn't give chase. Don't much care, me. Me and my crew were adept. Alert. Always. No. Weren't no one gonna get the jump on us. Was some magic foul. Just sunlight. The winds died. The waters fell flat and the air got heavy. They turned sky and the sea both against us. Then this thick fog roiled up at midday. Without a sound, the Spectre ship. Skimmed right out. It was too late. We couldn't outsail it. Deny me. Drifted for days, maybe longer. Kept winking in and out after I ran out of drink.
One of mine found her no more than a week ago. Malnourished, dehydrated. The poor girl was scarcely able to speak.
Well, I'm more than able to gabble now, aren't I? Could sail, too. No, you got no reason to keep me.
Perhaps there is something else you wish to ask of our guest before she departs from us. She belongs to Aldis, who undoubtedly will come to claim her soon. But that is a problem for another time. One
Right.
moment, Watcher.
Yeah.
Allow me to cut to the heart of it. Lucia Revan, whose flag flies atop our spectral ship, was a Dakotsi paladin who died more than 200 years ago. It is my hope that uncovering the details regarding dear Revan's fate in life may illuminate the nature of her undeath and how to defeat her galleon. Unfortunately, the only soul who could possibly shine more light on our situation lies buried deep within Neketaka. One Isir the Berethian, now well rotted, I presume. Meaning what? But at last, you were able to read his soul, despite how much time has passed? God save us from fools who battle with blind trust. A death guard? How fascinating. And terrible. I must of course presume that you've unearthed a promising lead for us. Perhaps you were able to learn about Rivan's whereabouts, of where her spectral ship oft anchors? I can summon to mind no island with such name. Likely it hides now behind another. I will charge my best chroniclers to track our isle through the centuries. I believe you're becoming an invaluable asset to the Principe, and I deeply value each of my assets. You must accept this token of my immense appreciation. A matter of a rather delicate nature has arisen. One which I believe could benefit from your, let us say, expertise. An associate of mine is in need of a favor. A favor that necessitates a great deal of discretion. See to this for me, and I will weight you with a considerable amount of coin. First, swear it. I have your word on pain of death, amico. Buono. Then you're to head to Crookspur Island, where you'll meet with Master Kua. He runs the biggest slavers' port in the Deadfire. However, they've run afoul of the locals, so now their trade routes are under constant ambush. No, it is my associate who does that dealing. My opinion on the trade is of little matter. It is legal, unlike many of our own activities. Gellarde, I knew I could count on you. Here, I'll mark Crookspur on your charts. When you get there, speak with Master Kua. Tell him I've sent you, and he'll fill you in on what he needs.
Right. These couple of quests are actually what I can do of the Principe faction until the well, the next main quest, so to speak. Right. Again, we want to head to Nekataka because, well, there's a whole bunch of quest-related elements down there that we need to take care of. Yes. What did I like? Let's have a look at the journal. Okay, Principe. Ah, Symbols of Death was done. Okay. We're going to be careful here. Shrewd proposition. So that actually gave us an extra solution. Okay. Alright. Fort Deadlight. I'm going to go to Fort Deadlight. Basically southeast. Eek.
You're the captain who Aldi's invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep an eye out. It's so I can provide you an escort when you arrive. Right this way, Captain. It's my pleasure to show our honoured guest around. Aye, it sure is.
Been here before, but anyway, you better not be putting me in jail. That'd be problematic.
You must be Captain. Glad you could make it, Loveson. Like what you see? The mark on this side, it means I'm the second highest rank on the Council of Captains. I'm but one chair below that cockrot Ferrante. I see you met my right hand and fourth chair on the Council of Captains. He can be a real trying sort, but I trust him with my life. My mate, Brutal Ben. Oh, he'll love that you've forgotten him. He about bled my ears off bitching about you. Which makes you more than worthy of my interest and attention. I admire a man who doesn't back down. You've got guts, and not just smattered in your hair. I'd like to partner with you. So I heard. And so I'm impressed. I like when someone does me and mine a favor. Makes me feel real friendly towards them, you know? And I like to give my friends little tokens of my appreciation, like this.
Cool.
Me and mine within the Principe would make for powerful allies on your side. But would you give us loyalty in return? That I'd like to know. Suppose we've to give each other a test. Make sure it's a good fit. Thing is, I've got this worry pricking at the back of my mind, Dove. Been irritating me for a while. like a persistent scratch.
Me?
I know you've met with Ferrante, that you may even be working for him, that pribbling cock-rot. But that doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Don't do anything to let him catch on. Just keep me appraised of certain future events as they shape up. How clever you are. No need to commit to it now. You just think on it the next time you're toiling for a man who'd happily gut you. After you've done his bidding, given half the chance. When the time's right, we'll set our strategy. But what can I do, you lovesome? Got something for me, Dove? I'm all ears. I've only suppositions to offer you, lovesome. But I'd bet my swollenette Ferrante is attempting to gain standing with someone other than the slavers. Aiding the slavers is small fry for a captain like Ferrante. It wouldn't pay well enough to be worth the investment. No, he's got ulterior motives, mark my words. You can bet I'll be looking into Ferrante's possible business and political associations further. For the tip, however slight, I thank you. The floating hangman is the remains of the Fonferus. Interesting. Quite very interesting. I had heard rumors as to such. The floating hangman flies a flag featuring the burning palace from Old Valia. Nekataka? But why there, lovesome? Well, go on then. I'm sure you've heard our saying, share and share, as is the law of the coast. You suppose Lucia's turning undead had to do with her being a paladin, whose sworn duty was interrupted with her death? Well, it's no matter to me either way. I always did like untangling the threads of history. It's like puzzling out an encoded treasure map. Only to reap these spoils, we've to uncover the mysteries of the past. Give me time, and I'll find the means to deal with Lucia. Then we'll be one fathom closer to commandeering the floating hangman. I figured as much. That's how Ferrante gained his political standing. And that's how he keeps it. With underhanded tactics that whittle his opponents into ruin. Me? I prefer to face my foes head-on. Give them the chance to join me before I fucking annihilate them. And I like to reward those who support me. I'm good to my allies, you see. For your troubles, Dove, let me share with you a little of my treasure. As you wish, Dove. I am happily and wholeheartedly at your disposal. At least until I get bored. We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, lovesome. We own this sea, and the sea loves us back in her twisted way. Ferrante pines for a homeland he's never seen. But what does Old Valia mean to me or my crew? We're not Valian, and we never will be. Though if you're Valian and you want to join our bloodline, you're more than welcome. Generations ago, and I grew like a weed in the deerwood, you see? You say Consueglo me casitas, I say Council of Captains. You say Principe, I say best pirates in the Deadfire. You say Swollenette, I say, well, some things stay the same. I've got a problem, Watcher, and I think you're just the captain to solve it. Me and Ferrante don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, not least of which is the future of the Principe. We got few rules amongst us new bloods, but one of them is that you live free. We steal and we might murder, but if you pledge to us, you're our blood, our family. Now, if I were to act in direct opposition to Ferrante, he'd use it to call a vote of the Council of Captains. He'd see me swinging by the neck. But no one's got a leash on you. Which means if you were to, perchance, free the slaves at Crookspur, Ferrante couldn't do piss all about it. No one deserves to be enslaved by another. Understand? I'm asking you to sail to Crookspur to meet with one of mine. She's hiding within their midst, and will have insider information on the slavers. She'll find you lovesome. You'll know her by her scar. It's a ghastly sight. Find me when you've freed those slaves. I'll make it worth your while, Captain.
Hooray! Where's he out?
I'll take care of this.
Alright, we want to hold off on anything else on this quest line just now, because we've got to pick up Valiant Trading Company is right. So I've done a glimpse beyond. I need to find, there's a mission that hasn't turned up just yet. Valiant Trading Company. Gotta go back to the Valiant Trading Company. Can do. So yeah, there's what? Each of these is like 5 or 6 quests. Maybe I should have just done it straight from the map. Duh. But we are picking up XP, are picking up improvements. Still think we're a little bit behind the curve. I mean, we've only done like 3 main quests for now. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to Nekataka. And definitely pick up another ship. Well, something else I needed to check while I was down here. No. A world map. Yeah, Crooksboro hasn't shown up just yet. I'm going to go clear this bit here, and then go to Nekataka, as in clear this area here, which should be fairly free of islands, I believe. I think I've covered off most of the ones that are down here, and then head into Nekataka. So we will save manually. Oh, try not to sail into the island. That'd be a storm. Yeah, 3 reds is definitely beyond my skill level right now. Yeah, perfectly weighted. It's an island group. Wasn't really expecting that. Well, that was worth stopping for. Eek, run away bravely. I didn't even stop to see who that was. It's a trader. Attack. Okay, 17v12. Ooh, oh, I don't like the look of that. And I don't like the look of that either. We're leveled up. We might have a chance due to a higher level. We are outnumbered. I did want a bigger ship. I do want a bigger ship. Where was the imp? In the tavern? I think he was. Maybe. They have an imp of sorts. That was a kismet.
What do you need?
Well, they're not taking damage just yet. I'd love to know what that was that just went flying through everything. Okay. 97. Nope, I'm not sharing anything. I'm taking it all. How many coin do I get? Rafik was here. I think he was. I think he might have actually been a bounty, that one. And I do probably have to look at taking them off water at some point. At some point. But it's good to see that we're carving out another patch of water space. Kind of what I was aiming, one of the things I was aiming to get done tonight. Alright, one last bit of cloud. 3. Yep, let's go straight for Nekataka. That's the other thing too, I haven't... Ooh. Cool. Okay, we're going to supply it. We're going to get a new ship. Okay, we are currently sailing what? Something. Hull health 60. Well, that's still a lot better than I've got at the moment. Well, it's 50. Guess I'd love a galleon. I can't afford that just yet. Go down. Go rice. Lager. And that's good for now. Trade. All right. Queensberth. I need to go. Well, I need to go to the map Emporium straight away. I probably should have double checked that bounty too. No, I wanted to interact
Welcome
with...
back,
There we go.
welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you? I could not have hoped for a better partner in this endeavor. Your well-deserved pay, of course. Why stop here? We're making good headway, and you've certainly proven yourself. I'm sending you far out west this time, past Port Maje, past the Wakara Reef, and even the Kangati Islands. Nobody's been out that way in ages. All manner of dark stories. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Maybe.
I'll be waiting.
Now, I'm pretty sure I've done some of them. Most of the Wakara Reef. I think I've been there. Anyway.
Welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you? Certainly. It would be my pleasure. Of course, it's mostly books and knickknacks. Maps I do on commission, you see.
Yeah, okay. Now, let me check my journal. Let me check the world map, area map. Let's go to city map. Can I go to world map? No, I cannot go to world map. Alright, so Lord Admiral Imp. I think he's possibly... Looks like we might be where we need to be.
Avast, ground filth. Why disturb Lord Admiral, eh? Not doing anything wrong. Go away. No interruptions to the plan. Lord Admiral's work too important. Get him, cullies!
It makes no difference.
Oh, good.
The old chic. There's a one! Yeah!
Book of Intellect, okay. Ibis. That's actually pretty decent. Okay, we'll take all that. Okay, that's the next problem done. We had quest over here. A bounty giver. Akima?
You return. Can I be of service?
Nope.
Ak, my little privateer. You have news for me? Perfecto. A fitting test of your skills and a promising beginning for us both. It goes without saying that I have more work for you if you have the space for more coin. The company is always eager to hunt pirates. My contacts have one by the name of Veen in their spyglass. Veen is a Vithrak, if such things matter to you. Gets in your head, they say.
Yeah, well, not a bother.
Gelade. You can catch up to Veen as he sails the Dao reckless far east of Neketaka, past the Kuaurikuhu Islands, no doubt thinking himself beyond our reach.
I'd actually sail 2 ships at a time. That'd be interesting if I could. Take everything off. I'm running my own colors. Alrighty, let's my colors back on. Okay, we got 3 cannon. Bit of 500, 6 to 9, 3 to 6, 6 to 9. 3, 4 to 7. I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 of you on. And then, what were you? You were Iron Thunderer, Imperial Long Gun. 250, 350, 850. Ooh, double bronze like that. That'd be real good. We'll put you on there and there. You back. Okay. Helmsman. Let's come down here and look at our helmsman. Now, Lendrith apparently is the best, one of the expert bosun as well. You can go in there, and you can come along as supernumerary, navigator. Again, we'll take a backup. Cannoneer skills, cannoneer skills. Okay, cook. Surgeon. Now, the wilder surgeon. Apparently, we don't want them to stay the surgeon the whole way through. Expert cannoneer. A deckhand. There you go, backup bosun skills. Okay, full crew. Should be a trophy for that. Okay, hull color. We're going to go for a fetching red. Ship name. Going to go in. Keep gold. Sails. We're going to go white and blue. All right, that seems to be a bit better. Okay, set that as the active ship. Right, good ship. We keep the Defiant. It's a little sloop. It's tiny. It's a baby. We're good there. That's the active ship. Okay, and we've got a ton of Triumphs as well. I think we're good. We're going to keep our... more rice. In fact... Yep, I'm happy with that. It's night time, so let's go You check map. Valiant Trading Company. We do have something we can do here, so we'll go to the Valiant Trading Company. It's night time, so that means we should also be capable of getting the bounty on the stairs, as long as we don't take too long. The question is, did we make enough progression?
Welcome back. Governor Alvari will see you.
Ah, good, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant voyage. Ah, before you get too far on the way, I think you ought to come with me. Director Castol will want to hear from you in person.
Another load screen. Yay.
Albari tells me you were kind enough to look into this business on Pococahara for us. I hope you bring good news. What poor luck. I hope we might have more encouraging word for the council. And the crew. Beza and the others. A sorry end for such dedicated individuals. How very fortunate that you lived to tell their tale. I believe I can take things from here, Alvari. Agrasima. The Watcher and I have more business to discuss. Oh,
Hooray.
And do pay the man for his trouble first.
Huzzah. Well, that's weak.
I thought it best I speak with you face to face. Watchers are not so numerous here in the Deadfire, especially those of such storied backgrounds as yourself. I'd read much about your exploits alongside the Crucible Knights in Defiance Bay. Their little experiments. And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we cannot find elsewhere. The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas, the support of the richest men and women in the world. What can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king? And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. Are you eager to return to it? I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, we set our aims high. And if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Albari deal with you. The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in Nekataka for nearly a century now. It was only 2 years ago that we discovered the effects of Luminous Adra with the aid of our animancers and several watchers. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of Luminous Adra in all manner of advances. Why content ourselves to sell all this Adra as a luxury when we might use it to change the world? But of course you understand all of this. Alette sent word of your involvement in her latest experiment. A very dramatic first attempt, I hear. Though Alette has a tendency to gloss over details. But I want to hear it from you. How did it go? Separating Watchers from their souls is very much not what we want. A pity. Alette was having some luck with some of the
the idea of
volunteers.
teleportation is pretty cool,
Short leaps,
but
admittedly.
failing. Maybe I should have worn a red shirt.
A near-death experience does little to recommend Alette's efforts. I am glad you are in one piece, Watcher.
Well, so am I.
We are in the early days of Alette's research. Flawed as this outing was, there is promise there. This is only the start, you know. The very dawn of a new age of discovery.
A lot of exposition
But
happening
just
today.
imagine.
I'm turning in a lot of quests.
Imagine if we could transport goods and people more quickly than any vessel or horse. Cure every kind of ailment. Perhaps cure disease altogether. We'll extend our lifespans by decades, maybe even centuries one day. This has all been the work of a single outpost. I want there to be a dozen outposts, 100. Animancers working together to better our lives. Look at what we have left behind. Old Valia is a battlefield at constant war with itself. But the republics have risen from that past. We can rise farther still. And in doing so, we will raise all of Aora with us. Yes, but achievable, I think. I may not live to see it, but I will see the groundwork done. But I've said enough. Too much, I think. There will be more experiments to come.
Yes, there will.
Until then, I have a more grounded task I need assistance with. Nothing that should put your spirit in any danger. Nekataka sees its share of smuggling. I doubt that would surprise anyone. But we've learned of a particular exchange that will have more dire effects than a few spoiled Hawana peasants.
There are no peasants in the tribes. Your people created this term.
Peace, man. They certainly aren't kings or queens, are they? There is a Royal Deadfire Company official by the name of Quarno, who has been meeting in secret with one of the Principi. I do not believe he works with the approval of his masters. He meets with a Captain Tola, a known pirate and smuggler. I hope I don't have to tell you that an alliance between a crooked royal official and the Principi is not the kind of trouble any of us need. I have a woman, Britza, waiting in the luminous bathhouse in Periki's Overlook. The smugglers do business there, and she has kept an eye on things. I promise to send assistance. Find her, and she will tell you what she knows. Excellent. Meeting you has been a stroke of luck, Watcher. I'll await your report.
Right, well. Way upstairs. No, yes. Okay, whoop. Let's go map. Why won't that be let me in? I can't travel there straight away. Nah. Well, I got my crew, got my ship fixed up. We're trotting around closing quest lines out. But that's a quest daytime. I probably should have given the ship a better name. I mean, it's still a great name. We may as well go to this because we're waiting. We need to push time forward to tonight. To the night. Did I get a trophy tonight? I don't think I did. Not yet. No, I did. I did. I got a trophy for doing what now? Oh, fitting out the ship. Buying the ship doesn't count. Fitting out the ship does.
My friend, you return. If you require anything at all, you need only ask. Ah, the new attendant. I believe she's cleaning one of the rooms upstairs. What can I do for you?
Alright, who are you?
You and I, we have a mutual friend, do we not? A Royal Deadfire operative, Quarno, and his Principi associate, Tola, will meet tonight to discuss the details of a business arrangement. They have bought out the entire first floor for privacy's sake. Even Gunnar, their proprietor, will excuse himself. Only bathhouse attendants will be allowed to remain to ensure their comfort. You understand? I will disguise you as a bathhouse attendant, so you might observe their meeting. With luck and some cunning, you may be able to discover the details of their special arrangement. You will not be able to take your gear, but do not worry. Should the situation get out of hand, there will be a stash of weapons hidden in one of the changing booths. But I am sure it will not come to that. He is a snake in the body of a man. Though he is supposedly the Royal Deadfire Company's man, he always seems to be working some deal on the side. Tola is fond of drink, and her tongue flaps loosely when she has had too much of it. Gelarde. Then you will take your disguise, and I shall take your equipment, Ak. Take this rice wine as well. Perhaps you will find use of it, eh?
Maybe. Could be interdusting. Leveled up again. Nice.
Happy to oblige. Yeah, dim in the lantern.
Well done, team. Sweet. Well, I managed that without killing everybody. So far.
Takehu, you ever use your abilities to play jokes on anyone?
Ikera, I once sold a water globe to a Mataru priest. It was filled with live fish.
It doesn't sound like much of a joke.
The trick was letting the sculpture break down while he slept with it over his head.
Oh, I'm getting so many ideas right now. How would you feel about betraying the Watcher's trust?
Sneaky. Actually, there's a bounty here, isn't there? No, nope, 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 nope. Nope. Done. Nope. Well, I'll be on Crooks eventually. Lady Apero. Serpent's Crown. Nope. Veteran. Nope. Banner. Right. Yep. Okay, so she's in the Sacred Stair at night. Okay, not a problem. Go to Queen's Birth. Let's go to... Huh. It won't let me go to the trading company. That's alright. Right, we're actually making steady progress because there's a whole bunch of, I guess, storyline that's now being pulled together. Like, we're rapidly progressing quests, which means it should, like, there's a couple of decision points or main plot. What's the name for it? They're closed, are they?
If you've come on business with the Valiant Trading Company, there's no need for you to be here after hours. Moving on. If it has anything to do with paperwork or wax seals, which covers most of what's in the building, I'm confident it can wait until morning.
Fine. Bye. Alright. In that case, we'll go take care of the other stuff. We'll definitely go up to Sacred Stair. Take care of the wizard. Then go to... Oh, I reckon I can get the other stuff out of... I also want to go explore Nekataka by foot. So we're going to get ourselves to the point. Oh no, it's midnight. We're not going to be able to do that tonight. I want to get everyone to the point where we're all going to the Crookspur mission with everybody at the same time, like all the main factions have given us the Crookspur tasking at the same time. It's a decision point. It's a choke point for the game. So once I finish that, the main story will progress as well, because I'll be doing the main story quest. Then we come back and each of the factions will only have 1 or 2 missions left. And we should be able to progress them relatively quickly.
It's so scary. We snuck out. Please don't tell.
Bleeding me dry. All I needed was a few damn components. What? I haven't the time necessary to illuminate you. Be on your way. Oh, not this again. There's a dozen of you fools in every city.
Wizard. Wizards go down first.
This is futile.
Just like
Beyond sick.
Take that.
Never you mind that. Oh, good.
Beyond sick.
Are you even trying?
That's not very helpful.
Oh, hell.
Alright.
You seen the view from up here?
Yeah, I have. Alright, we're going to go visit Lady Epro.
Supplies! Get your supplies
No.
here!
Why are we surrounded by lightning? Is that courtesy of you? Aloth. It possibly was. Yep, everyone's leveled up again. Alright, we're going to Serpent's Crown, Lady Apero's estate. Now these should also count towards our 15 bounty trophy. Should. I do want to get through and hand off the next couple of quests as well. I can go back to the VTC. That should push us into the Crookspur quest for them. then I've got Deadfire and Juana to take care of, which I don't know that they're going to be part of that quest line or not, but anyway.
For what do you enter my home uninvited? This is my estate, not a beachside hut. You invite this information so freely. Is it your first time?
Nope. Who are you? We have Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler. Some sort of lady. A wizard. You're going down. Oh, she's a caster as well. Nope, not quite a caster. She's definitely ranged.
Oh, good. You know what? I'm impressed. That was, whew, wow. I've never experienced anything like that before.
Okay, you weird sword.
Well, sounds like you two got something real special there. Almost makes a man wish for his sword of his
You've
own.
got a mace.
Did no one ever teach you not to eavesdrop? Keep your ears to yourself, creep.
Edith, you've already maxed out your soulbound weapon, thank you.
You've been good to me. Better than I thought you'd be. I may not always show it, but I appreciate it. I guess. My owner... Things weren't perfect between us. Sometimes she'd cry after using me, or scabbard me and ignore me for days. It was... You won't tell her about us, will you? Not that I like you or anything. I just don't want her to get the wrong idea. She's very sensitive. Listen, I'm willing to be the bigger person here and say that maybe I was wrong. Maybe you're not quite the incompetent fool I thought you were. But don't go telling everyone I said that. I have a reputation to maintain. She dumped me, okay? She said she couldn't do this anymore and tossed me in a pile of garbage. Do you feel better now that I've humiliated myself for you? Is that what you wanted to hear? I don't want your fucking pity.
Me.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Just point me at the map and I'll mark the last place I heard she was going. Some city called Dunnage. She dumped me, okay?
Oh,
She
we've
said
been
she
through
couldn't
this.
do this anymore and tossed me in a pile of garbage. Do you feel better now that I've humiliated myself for you?
Okay, we've been through this.
I don't wanna
Been
talk-
through this.
Let's-
Been through this. Alright, what have I got? Oh.
What do you want? Good, I was start.
Ooh. Alright, so it's another one done, and we've still got this lightning effect. I reckon it's possibly... I've already cleared this place out, I think. Quite possibly... Yeah, I've cleared the place out. Okay, so that's 2 quests, 3 quests. I should have stayed in Periki's Overlook. Push forward the quest line. Actually, let's have a look at the journal for... Okay, so that can be turned in. That's 1, 2, 2 that's ready to be turned in. 3, sorry. Katrin, Lady Apero, and the Imp. But Enid's gotten a lot easier. Nice. What we're looking for now is... Yeah, I get that. We haven't gone to that area just yet. Okay, so dim prospects for old Deadfire. I gotta go and follow that up. Skipping ahead. Okay, so this should jump ahead. Principe is okay, so shouldn't progress that. Moana. Last sanctuary. I gotta return. No, I thought I had more, but I don't. Right, I've got a few quests to do here. Yeah, I could do most of them around here though. Right, it's still... Okay, so, well, I'll get the BTC quest pushed forward at least. Look at the Brass Citadel. I wanted to go into the offices. Yeah, I missed that one. Yeah, so Hawana quest's a little bit behind. Got a bit of sailing around to do, but we've got Principe and we'll have VTC lined up. As soon as I get the VTC one done, we'll be able to call it from there.
The Ranga Nui leads us, but he represents all of Rao Tai.
Then must he...
Alright, so we've got some quests here to do. These guys brought up to speed, not that office. How's the
You look like
Nui?
you've come with a purpose. I got her message all right. Noticed that, did you? Saltpeter is one of our chief resources at Rauatai, and we believe in putting resources to use. Now you can see why we didn't want the Valians nosing around our fort.
Wrong person. I thought they were upstairs. Must have been downstairs. Alright, like I said, we'll get back across to the VTC and push their quest line to the next one, and then be
It's
good, but
impossible
I'm
to
going to
cheat
go
at
talk to this
Hazatoa.
person first. No, not a prisoner.
He acts like he's gonna do one thing, then he does something else.
That's called strategy. And don't you work for Atsura?
Clear skies. Excellent. My reports confirm a certain amount of confusion in Queen's birth. Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this? Fascinating. And most encouraging. You've proven most valuable. Accept this as a small token of our gratitude. We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence. Yes. If the storms that assail Rauatai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped. And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with. After all, somebody has to keep the peace in these tumultuous times, no? In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help.
Upstairs.
Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
Alright, we're going to come down here, and there's the last task, or the Crookspur task is given to us by Atsura, but not yet. I've got to do the other tasks first. So this will hit one, that then should open up the next one, and then we come back to clearing out to Crookspur. Now, we want these guys to be favoured. We've got to basically get rid of the slavers. That's what we need to do. Once that's all done,
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Pococohara. Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar. Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge. The greatest risk often guards the greatest reward. Raotai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms. Why not? The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant. And your exploits at Poko Kahara suggest that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now. There's an understatement. The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla. Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there. She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along. Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer. It'll be easier for Okaya to explain. Good sailors with a fast ship and no mind for questions. Along with half the population of this storm-tossed archipelago, I understand you're cozy with the Principe. I've got no love for pirates, but that connection may serve you well here. Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic. This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her. Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo. This is the kind of job that's best completed quickly and quietly. I'm counting on your famous discretion.
I bet you are.
Clear skies.
Okay, we're going to head for the VTC, get that next mission, leave town to clear the obstacles on land, like to clear Nekataka Island. But as soon as we're clear of the city, we'll save and call it a night. I mean, a little bit over time, but I mean, one of those games that sort of speaks itself. Could be any more frustrating than Prince of Persia has been on late. That's been annoying me.
Will your mighty fortress protect you from the Audra Colossus?
Much better than wooden huts, my friend.
You cannot stand against such a force.
Well, I am in good standing. Okay, back to Queen's Birth. Hey, they're not giving me access to the VTC. You can do it. Well, I mean, it was worth a shot. Maybe I should have tried, this game's intending to make me draw out finishing tonight.
I shall. I'll take this.
Alrighty. Let's go do the VTC. We've got another 2 load screens yet to come. Going into the building, then going upstairs. And when that's done, another 2 to get back out of the building, and then 1 to leave town. 5 more load screens.
Tekehu, must you practice your chant so loudly?
Songs are for singing, my friend. If they bother you, I will find one more to your liking.
Tekehu that's got the... It's Tekehu that's done the lightning protection?
The governor's offices are in the back, sir.
Yeah, know that. Right, so the Huana don't have involvement in the Crook Spur mission. So it'll be... we've got Principe, we're about to get VTC set up, the Valians set up. Next week we're going to have to focus on getting the Royal Deadfire up to speed. And then ready, before we do Crook Spur, we should really come back and do the Huana missions as well, because there is... a decision point with them as well that I need to make sure we take care of. And if we have this all at the same decision point...
Do you suppose a Hasongo was a kind of vengeance for Rawatai's assistance with the God Hammer? Oh, listen to me. It all sounds perfectly mad. Perfetto. What did you discover? Diverus? That is worse than I suspected. Please, explain. Spare me no details. Perfetto. Let's see here. A damning volume. Quarno's more daring than I gave him credit for. Which makes it all the more vital that we put an end to his schemes. This will be of use in that regard. That is enough to work with. Aggressiva. I do believe I'm going to ruin Quarno's day. I do have another matter I could use your assistance with, Watcher. If you have a moment. It concerns a business associate. A captain by the name of Ferrante. Something of a notable figure among the Principi, I'm told. Believe me, the irony is painful. Still, I think there is a clear difference. Quarno sought to improve his own fortunes, whereas this I do for the company. Captain Ferrante will have the details, but the matter concerns a contact of his on the island of Crookspur. Apparently, they're having some trouble out there with the hostile tribe. You help them, Ferrante helps the company. You've proven resourceful. You make the logical choice. You'll find Ferrante in Dunwich. Dunwich is a den for pirates, as you might imagine. You'll likely be in less danger there than on the sea, but all the same, I recommend extreme caution.
I mean, that should have... yeah, well, I've already got this quest line started. I don't know that it necessarily thought... Yep, so this is the Crookspur mission. So, gonna have to... Basically, Principi and Valians are in the same spot right now, basically. I need to then get the Royal Deadfire Company pushed forward 3 missions. So I'm going to do this one, the next one, and then the one after that will bring us on to Crookspur and basically have us there. Alright, so let's get out of town so that I can pick up the bounty that's hanging around the island. We've also got to return the other bounties to Dunwich. We're going to go to Dunwich anyway, so not the end of the world. We've got to turn those bounties in. Plus, Modweir also wants to go to Dunwich. So there's a few things there that'll want to head that way. But we've already got the soul-bound weapon trophy. Alright, back out of town again. Actually, that one...
What do you need?
What is active? Something's active. A passive skill is active. I don't know. Anyway, let's all leave. Alright, let's push. I mean, I do want to see how my Dow sails and handles, but yeah, everybody's ready to level up. Now, we're going to leave the city on foot. And the other thing to do, I guess, we've got the Huanas. We could, while we're still on the island, we could do the Huana quest line in the Water Shaper Temple. And then the rest are out at sea. So before we head to sea and do Dunnage and Sayaka, whatever it was, Sayaka, the other place. There is a Huana mission, the east, I think, northeast. It gave me directions. I've got a bigger, faster ship now, so. Ooh, big ship. Oh, very nice. Alright, combat. And then we get back to the island. We will call it a night. It's been very productive. Like I said, we've achieved a lot. Okay, we wanted to take the big spore first, I think.
I sense a predator in the water.
A shadow comes to muddy them.
Dang spores, I think.
That's it.
That would be enough.
You don't whack him any harder.
Maybe not.
This is most unpleasant.
You won't show him the wind feather yet.
Either got dropped. He has an injury. I mean, we'll just leave him there for now.
Of course.
Oh, Frost Seeker. That's... Well, that looks like a very good weapon.
I'll take care of this.
Hello, Trixie. Come on, load faster. How it says we got no injured crew, when quite clearly Eda's now injured. Alright, we're going to save. Alright, I'll drop in a chat and close things out. Put some tunes up. Muted the wrong thing. Anyway, big thank you to everyone coming out tonight. The regulars, the first timers, the chatters and the lurkers, and everybody in between. These the channels would not be the same without you, so thank you very much for being here. Okay, what do we got next? Apparently we didn't get a trophy tonight, but we did. Right. No, I didn't. I didn't get the trophy because I didn't put everything on the ship, and I don't have everything yet. Anyway. Okay. What do we have next? Well, Friday night we have Prince of Persia. Slowly making progress there. Then Saturday we have our multiplayer stream from our Minecraft SMP. Sunday we have our giveaway. And if you want in on that, hit the Discord. Hit the Discord where you'll find a channel called Giveaways. Head in there, click the blue button. You'll find a blue button. Click the blue button. Automatically in the draws before Sunday stream. This week, the just make sure that it's gone out. Everything it has. This week, the giveaways for a copy of Caravan Sandwich. So good luck to everybody with that. Sunday stream is continuing Submerged Hidden Depths. We should be looking to finish the game this week. And then Monday is Mass Effect 2, continuing our run through with that. And then next Wednesday back here continuing with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, making good fun progress with that. We have Anzac Day here in Australia on Saturday, with the corresponding public holiday on Monday. I'm not 100%... Well, Friday night stream might end a little bit earlier, and Saturday streams, get the day right, Saturday stream may not go ahead, or it might be shorter. Not 100% sure at the moment. Expecting it probably will, but not committed 100% either way. But I will put a message out on the socials beforehand to let people know what's going on. Speaking of the socials, that's where messages go out before each stream, indicating what I'm streaming and when I'm streaming. The Discord picks those up and relays them. Also puts a message out when the stream goes live. So if you want to keep on top of things, Twitter and Insta and the Discord are the best places to catch up on things. Otherwise, it's a very good night from me to all of you, and we'll see you all again next stream.